Welcome to the Points Diva channel. I'm all about taking my viewers to the edge of the world, all on points and miles. In this video, we traveled with our kids, my mom, and our Colombian au pair to Cartagena, Colombia. I'll discuss how much we spent for our business class ticket and how we got our hotel for free. Also, please hit the like and subscribe button. I found a cheap business class ticket on Copa Airlines for $397. Because this airline is part of the Star Alliance, I had this flight credited to earn United Airline miles. Copa Airlines business class has comfortable wide leather seats. Because this was a short flight, the seats weren't lay flat. They offered a breakfast and lunch. For breakfast, they offered a tasty egg, potatoes, and spinach dish. The lunch was a ham sandwich and fruit bowl. Atlas enjoyed the fruit and ice. For this flight, we wanted to try our new airplane bed for Atlas. It comes with an air pump and sits on the floor when expanded like a footrest. It's more suited for economy seats, and he thought it was a trampoline. Once we landed, we were expedited through the family lane for customs. We have finally arrived in Cartagena, Colombia, and it's hot, y'all, okay? We knew it was gonna be hot, but it's on a whole nother level. So, number one, buy some water before you leave out of the airport. Number two, bring a portable fan and put it in your carry-on bag. This is important for little kids as well as adults. And, whew, y'all, it's hot, okay? But we're in Cartagena. We stayed in the Boca Grande area where the nice high-rise buildings are. Our tour guide stated it is very expensive in this area and mainly lawyers and doctors stay here. I booked the Intercontinental using free night certificates received from the IHG annual credit card. The hotel was just okay. It wasn't your typical upscale Intercontinental. The staff lacked customer service and basic knowledge of their hotel and area. Our ocean view king room was nice. We had a nice view of the ocean and hotel pool. That is all the positives that I can say. Now, let's discuss the amazing food we experienced. Our first day, we went to Alma restaurant inside this gorgeous hotel. It was a great start to our trip. I would highly recommend the snapper wrapped in coconut leaf and the stuffed shrimp with crab. For lunch, La Ola Cartagena. It was a nice restaurant with great prices. We all ordered the fried fish with plantains and rice. So I just ordered a local cocktail. It's pretty. Let's see if it tastes good. Y'all, okay, my first impression is it tastes like the old school Kool-Aid where they put a full pack of sugar in it. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna start shaking. But it's very tasty, it's very sweet. This next restaurant was so good we came back twice. But the name is down below. It's a nice rooftop. It's a Hyatt property, and they have a really great rooftop spot that's supposed to be phenomenal for their ceviche, which I absolutely love. But they were having a private event, so we looked on TripAdvisor very quickly and found this spot, which is called Montesegro, and I believe it's like number 3 on TripAdvisor. And they have a live band, which is really great. Surprisingly, we didn't need a reservation, but it's also a Thursday night, and it's also kind of early. It's probably like 7:30 in the evening. But the best part, y'all, is I just ordered a lobster, and I think it's like $25. Okay, so I'll let you know how it is when I have it. But I am having my amazing wine, which hot and humid. But in the evenings, it's not as bad, so we are sitting outside. So we're gonna see what else we can get into after our little nice dinner with my inexpensive lobster. The Rum Box was a cool spot for before or after dinner drinks. They offered free hugs as you entered. We ordered some specialty cocktails, and they also offered us some rum shots and grilled peppers for free. I got the chills, y'all. Y'all see that? It hit me. Oh, that's good. This should have been dessert.
They're giving out free shots and chocolate, and you can do it in any order.
Did they say free? This might be how they're going to get us again on the bill, but I'm not even mad.
Definitely good.
Yeah. It's different. It's not like your typical rum.
Yeah, that was very good.
Yeah, it's different. We're definitely going to have to buy some of that in duty free. As we were leaving, Steve graced them with a hug. He was like, that was really nice. We are at another great restaurant. Well, I'm hoping it's going to be a great restaurant. From the previous night, we knew to say we only wanted one bottle of water. But then she comes to the table with, really? And we said we only wanted one bottle of water, and she's like, oh yeah, he said one bottle, you said one bottle. Well, I mean, really? We said uno agua. That does not mean two aguas. Uno agua. And we have two aguas. That's how they get y'all. Be mindful. The last unexpected place I have to mention is McDonald's. Not quite for the food, but for a great date night. I know this sounds crazy, but this McDonald's in Boca Grande is lit on the weekends with couples listening to live music. They had a great setup on their outside patio, but it's also a great place for quick, cheap food and to wear your kids out in some air condition. So we just stumbled across this amazing art gallery, and it's family owned, and they have some amazing pieces. You can find it there on the old San Juan Street. But we saw this painting yesterday or a couple of days ago, and then we came back, and just so happened this is the painter.
Hi, I'm Anibal, one of the artists here at the gallery, Cartagena, Exemani. All you are invited to come and visit our beautiful place.
And this is the amazing painting that we're purchasing. Do you have Instagram?
Yes.
What's your Instagram?
Noir.gallery.
Let's discuss day trips. I saw a lot of people recommending a tour to Palenque. I called the transportation company who picked us up from the airport to provide a tour to this town. This was a big mistake, okay? We traveled with 2 car seats, 4 adults, and I booked a van. When they showed up, it was a regular size SUV, plus they had 2 people in the car. So we weren't able to bring our au pair. Also, this man's driving was crazy, y'all. Mr. O had to keep telling him to slow down. We were like, okay, are we late for something? Like, why are you driving so fast? So I cannot in good conscience recommend this company for day trips.
We're out here, we're about 147 meters high, and you can see Boca Grande behind us, and then another area here where it's a little, not poor people, but middle to lower class people live down here. You get a great view of the city. So you definitely got to come up here and check out La Pampa. They're also selling a lot of things out here. A lot of people do this as a stop on their day trips to wherever they're going. And today we're going to Palenque. So add this to your list.
Palenque was established in 1619 and was the first free African town in the Americas. Bincos Bayaho was the leader who led runaway slaves to this area. Now, it's a small village right outside of Cartagena. The locals have been able to preserve their ancestral traditions and speak their own language.
We live about the agriculture, milk from cows.
The Palenqueras are the ladies you see in many tourist photos with the colorful dresses and bowl of fruit on their head. They live throughout Colombia and sell traditional coconut sweets and charge for pictures. Some interesting facts we learned was that they don't allow outsiders to live or buy property here. They also have their own governing forces. They don't allow or use the country's police or military forces. This is the monument of the founder Bincos, with his right arm reaching towards Africa with broken chains hanging from his wrists. He freed so many slaves, the governor of Cartagena offered him a peace treaty just to get him to stop. We visited a few of their tour spots. The most interesting was the story regarding the braids map. Back in slavery time, they would braid maps in the ladies' hair on how to get to freedom.
You see? Y yo que le estoy pilando, no me gano ni el pega, arremáchalo. Mikey la arremáchalo. Mikey la arremáchalo. Mikey la arremáchalo. Mikey la. You look like a original.
After a long day, we decided to cut the tour short to have lunch. The fresh fish was very tasty. They even offered the kids spaghetti. Miss Aspen enjoyed it the most. Overall, our tour would have been a lot more enjoyable if we didn't have the kids or if it wasn't so hot. Atlas cried the whole entire time. He was overheated and hungry. Also, all tours aren't the same. I saw in other videos where people did a drum line and had lunch in a building, so just do your research prior to booking. Now, let's talk about the beach. There is a locals beach across the street from the hotel. It's not the most picturesque or comfortable, but it's convenient if you're staying in the area. Ask your hotel how much you should pay for the beach chairs. This price will change by the day. So we are at the public beach right across from our hotel. So a few things. If you want a relaxing beach day, you want your kids to just kind of really have a great beach day enjoying the water, if you want to just relax and have some cocktails, this is not the beach for you, okay? Because you are going to have people literally standing in front of you, trying to braid your hair, trying to massage your legs, and they are pretty aggressive. Like, you say no a couple times, they'll even come and touch you. They're trying to sell you fruit, they're trying to sell clothes, they're trying to sell oysters, crab, which is actually great, and of course drinks, and the prices aren't bad. So if you kind of want to really support the local economy and really see what it's like here in Cartagena, even for locals, then this is the place for you, the beach for you. Now, they have many islands and they have tours that will take you to these islands. They even have a ferry, which I'm trying to figure out how to do that. And that's kind of where you'll get more of that exclusive vibe, more of like the upscale beach clubs. So we're trying to figure out how to do that because we actually had something planned or booked, but we canceled this morning because we thought it was gonna rain. And obviously we're not trying to be on an island when it's raining or on a boat that's 45 minutes to get there when it's raining. But we kind of wish we kept it because it didn't rain. So we're trying to figure out how can we get there now. It's 9 a.m. and we're like, it's still pretty early, so let's try to make it happen. So like I said, if you really want to see how the locals are, if you don't mind kind of, if you want to buy some things, then definitely this is a great beach. Again, it's right across from the hotel. Otherwise, if you want that more exclusive party vibe or upscale beach club, then do one of the island tours. Take my word for it, and Miss Thing is knocked out. Oh, and make sure y'all bring fans. I brought 2, and I kind of wish I had brought my one fan that squirts water. So you need all of that. Fans, like hats, sunblock, all of it. All right. Mr. O and I decided to indulge in hair braiding and a massage. Please know that they will try to perform other services against your will and say it's free. Obviously, it won't be free. Mr. O did get into a heated argument with the lady. She wanted more money than we agreed on. He told her, take the amount or leave it. It definitely made us not want to come back to this beach. So homegirl just finished the hair and now she's working on the next service. She's like, oh, I can tell you stressed. And I'm like, you know what, this is feeling good. Girl, just keep going. Why not? Only in Cartagena. We getting full on massage. And I might let her go on and do my toenails next. Why not? And look at this one right here. Now, what did she tell you you needed? What was going on?
She said I need a pedicure. She said I got an inflamed colon. She give me all type of diagnostic.
All I know is homeboy is flipped over now. Okay. He said she the one who said flip over.
We are currently catching a private charter to Rosario Island. We booked this last minute, so we had to pay a little bit more, but we're gonna go do it. I heard it's one of the best places to go visit. So this is the boat that we're on right now, rolling with the family.
This was literally the calm before the storm. If you see clouds like this, please head back to shore. The driver kept telling us we were close, and it took over an hour to get to this island through a storm. Okay, y'all, so you know I keep it real. So we had the idea to come to one of the really nice islands, have a relaxing time, and we did charter a private boat, and full transparency, it was $400 US, and they're supposed to bring us here, obviously take us back, but we literally went through a storm, like a hurricane, tornado, all of that. It was a hot mess, okay? Oh my God, my mom is like really scared. I think she was crying. But the kids, surprisingly, she knocked out. Like we had to hold the towels and we had the kids under. She was knocked out. Atlas knocked out. At first he was a little scared, but then we told him we were going on an adventure. We were under a tent. So he was like, okay, I could get with it. But then he started getting a little scared. Then he knocked out. So we were all nervous, but the kids knocked out with the boats being super bumpy and all of that. So we just ordered some food. I think we all just kind of needed our own little moment to woosah. So yeah, we should have stayed our behinds back at the hotel. Another adventure that was a lot more safe was doing a tour of the Old Town. I found a tour guide through Airbnb Experiences, and we walked to the most famous sites. The Old Town is a great preservation of colonial architecture. There are many great restaurants and plenty of entertainment for people watching. Just a short walk over is Parque del Centenario. This is a great park for kids because they have sloths, iguanas, and monkeys. This same area is transformed and lit at night. You have street performers, the Palenque ladies taking photos, and locals just enjoying the scenes. If you're in need of any type of consultation services for ward booking or just on how to get started on points and miles, you can reach out to me directly on my pointsdiva.com website and I will be more than happy to help you. Also, head over to my website for free tools on how to get started with points and miles. As always, thank you for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button and catch me on the next trip.